Gunshot residue, or GSR, is a specialized branch of forensic science that focuses on trace evidence left by suspect shooters. GSR samples are often analyzed using scanning electron microscopy, or SEM, but this can be a menial and arduous task if done manually. The ParticleX software package on the Phenom XL desktop SEM automatically analyzes particles found on a sample. ParticleX uses the perception software, which used to be used on legacy Aspects instruments, to set up the automated runs. This short video will demonstrate how to set up a run properly and go through the data afterwards. To begin a GSR run with the perception software, a stage file will need to be created. The stage file tells the perception software where the analysis will take place, and multiple areas can be queued up at one time. We can choose our area of interest by drawing out an area on our sample stage. Each drawn area will contain fiduciary points, each of which allows for precise positioning of the area as well as focus adjustments. The individual points determining the area boundary are listed on the right-hand side. Their coordinates can be both changed and returned to, while the focus at these individual spots can be changed as well. Once the desired areas are designated, the next step is to build out our recipe. The recipe builder provides the capability to customize the actions taken by the software during a run. Various different tasks exist and are clearly shown in the task list. These can be seamlessly added into the recipe by dragging them over. Each task has different parameters and properties that need to be set up by the operator. Much of these settings are aimed at telling the software how to identify a particle, how to measure it, whether or not elemental analysis should be performed, and how to categorize the particles using this information. For instance, one of the most important features to adjust is the threshold control, which tells the software what brightness level it will consider a particle. The controls for this are simple and intuitive, as are the other settings within perception. Once a recipe is fully built out, operators can save it by hitting the save icon at the top of the recipe builder and then reuse it for future runs, saving both time and effort. A completed recipe can be executed in the Automated Feature Analysis tab of the Perception software, or AFA for short. Users can load in a saved recipe at the top of the control panel on the left, and then initiate it by pressing the play button at the bottom of said panel. Information about the run can also be cataloged, including the sample number, group, and description. Once begun, the recipe will start to go through the individual tasks laid out in the recipe. For operators, this is where the actual analysis of the sample areas are completed, and they are now free to walk away from the instrument. In the center of the screen, each field of the sample area is outlined, processed, and cataloged. Particles identified within these fields are analyzed, then classified based on parameters set up by the user. After all fields are analyzed or a set number of particles have been identified, the recipe is then complete. Part of the GSR analysis requires for individual gunshot residue particles to be manually confirmed by a forensic scientist. GSR Reporter makes this process incredibly seamless. Categorized particles are separated into different lists and include information such as their position on stage, dimensional measurements, and elemental spectra. We can select a particle from the list, revisit it, adjust our imaging settings, and then perform another EDS scan. If the particle is indeed gunshot residue, users can save, and perception will then list a green checkmark next to the particle, indicating manual confirmation. Once completed, the operator can then save the run data and generate a report document. By standardizing workflows and minimizing human error, automation ensures consistent, high-quality results while also meeting regulatory requirements. The Phenom XL desktop SEM is uniquely positioned for this, as Beyond being designed for ease of use, speed of workflow, and no user maintenance, the ParticleX software package unlocks easy, reliable, automated GSR particle analysis. If you are interested in implementing automated SEM in your laboratory, visit our website for more information or send us an email at info@nanoscience.com.